And when Facebook Live ends, it's always there so you can watch it again, okay? So the only thing you missed on the recording is my story, so you can hear it again, right? You can hear it again in the future. Don't worry about that. All right, so let's do this. We're going to pop over to different parts of the world. Right now, it's early morning here in USA, but it's kind of late evening out in the Philippines. So let's start over there in the Philippines. And if you watch that video at the beginning, right, before my friend Art Williams came on with that video, which is incredible, by the way, you know, school teacher that turned amazing things in the industry, billion-dollar giants, you know, billion-dollar companies, and just do it, right? But the video right before that was our first event, and it actually happened during the pandemic. Can you believe that? Such a beautiful, spectacular event out there in the Philippines during lockdown. They were so restricted, but they did whatever they could during the restriction. Can you imagine what their next event is going to be once the restrictions are lifted? Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful, beautiful video. And it was just a great highlight showcasing, you know, recognition, leadership, awards, you know, achievements and efforts in changing people's lives. But let's shoot over. I see Isabel on the screen there. I want to go say hi to Isabel out there in the Philippines. Isabel, if you don't mind saying hello to everybody, unmuting yourself and sharing with us some things. But everybody give a warm welcome to Isabel in the Philippines.
Hi, everyone. Abundance Morning World, Abundance Morning Chief. And we're so glad again to be here on this very exciting Monday. So what happened to us in the Philippines over the past weekend? We had this it's like we have to restart or reboot sometimes. So it was loosening up. It was team building, team bonding, and at the same time, we have to be clear why we are doing this. So the blueprint of our lives, it depends on how we do the business. So that was a fantastic weekend for all of us here in the Philippines, for the leaders out here. We did a tremendous event over the weekend. So we are happy and we're pumped up again. And last week, again, we have some stars. They hit it again. So we are so glad and we're so happy to be here with you all. Because, you know, in this industry, we are building a family. We are building relationship. It's not about making money, of course, it's part of it, but more on the relationships that we are building. Because from there onwards, we can move forward together, doing the business together, making money together, and going to Las Vegas together. That's our goal for Philippines this time, Chief. So we are so happy to tell you that we are all excited. Despite all the hindrances that we cannot, again, restrictions is much stricter this time in Dumaguete. But, you know, if there's a will, there's a way. So we manage and we're able to do that over the weekend. So I think also Cynthia is here. She can add on something of what we did last week.
Yeah, let's hear from Cynthia.
Yes, Chief.
Let's see where
before Cynthia. We move on to the air speaker.
There she is. Hi, Cynthia.
Yes, Chief, Sir Mel, Abundance Morning. Thank you so much. Actually, last Saturday, it was our first team building with the empowered leaders, and we had a blast and so much fun. And now we are focusing on hitting the Las Vegas trip and focus on massive action and commitment to do whatever it takes. And I guess we are on the list. We are 50.
So you're coming to Las Vegas and you're bringing a bunch of people with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That's our ultimate goal. And
now that's a long flight from the Philippines. Are you sure you want to come out to Las Vegas? That's a long flight from the Philippines.
Of course.
We're going to welcome you guys with open arms. And folks that are listening that are brand new, we just have a promotion going on right now. We have our first USA event, right? Like you saw, the video was in the Philippines, that event for Renault Global, but our first USA event is going to be in Las Vegas in August 7th. And looks like the team over there wants to come over and participate. So we will definitely welcome you with open arms, coming all the way out. I think it's like a 20-hour flight probably from the Philippines. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. And we want to see you all in Las Vegas on August 7.
Well, tell me this, Cynthia, because Isabel sent me some pictures of the team building event. And one thing I noticed was you guys had vision boards and you guys were doing kind of different stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is old school, but this is cool school. This is the right thing to do, vision boards. So tell us about this team building event that you guys had over the weekend. That was pretty cool. I love the pictures I saw.
Isabel?
Can you hear me?
Okay, Chief. Regarding that vision boarding, it was like Harold was telling everyone that if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know, if your blueprint is not clear, then you don't know where you're going. So that, yes, it's old school, but you know, it was very, you know, rewarding after what we made of. It was like everyone has their own vision. So it was like very organic also. So what we can say, I mean, there's only one thing that we see, all of us there, all were put in a Vegas. So it was like, no one is telling us, no one is telling anyone where what is your plan in the next 3 months. So in the vision board, you can see what they're putting in there. And I think they're very serious. All of us out there, they take it so seriously that we want to hit that level. We want to hit that level. And I was amazed. Even like people like, what is amazing, I saw one lady there and she was putting a refrigerator full of stuff. And he said, because my husband tells me our refrigerator has been empty for the last 3 months. So yeah, really cheap. That's the thing that really inspires us all, because he said, well, what about the refrigerator? What's the meaning of this? He said, because this the past 2 weeks we are earning big, so we cannot put like stuff inside the refrigerator. And it was like, as Harold would say, it's literally changing lives. We are literally changing lives. That's right. It's really, I don't know, Chip, no words.
No, I love seeing that. I love seeing all of those photos and the different, you know, team building stuff that you guys were doing. And that was just one of them. That was just one of them. And I'll agree with you there, Isabel. And write this down, everybody. You don't get what you want. Okay. You get what you picture. Okay. You don't get what you want. You get what you picture. And so what they were doing at the team building event was creating the picture, right? The vision. And me and my wife, you know, that was one of the first things we started to do when we learned on we used to have these things called Super Saturday trainings here, you know, when we joined the industry. And that was one of the team building things that we also learned, Isabel. And we did exactly that. And it's just very, I don't want to use the word strange. I don't know how it works, but it works. You know, it totally works. And so you get what you picture, right?
Exactly, Chip. It's like aligning your vision with the universe. It's calling out the universe, this is what I want. And I think the universe will collide and make it happen. So of course, with hard work, it has to be coupled with hard work, massive action. And it's gonna happen to all of us, I mean, over there. And even one of our activities also was there when, if you can see the picture, Cynthia was blindfolded. So it was like someone was guiding her. I mean, it's like we're going back to the basics, that we have to trust the people, our uplines, our senior business partners, because the only thing that they want us is to succeed. So it's like following blindly. Like if your mentor is telling you to jump, don't ask why, but always say how high. So really, it was everybody was alive after that, and they're doing the business. They will do the business much more than they did in the past week. So even today, I can see that. We can see that. Yes, Chief. So
and folks, you know, as the pandemic's loosening up a little bit, you know, I mean, you guys had a ton of people, you know, at that team building event. But I mean, you can just do this with your core 3 to 5 people, you know, if you're brand new in your city, in your state, and just organize the team and the goals and the structure and the team building activities and stuff like that. So I think that was absolutely fantastic. So I'm sure we have some highlights here today of some achievers, of people that are moving and shaking on the team, right?
Yes, Chip. And we're gonna call back in here. If you remember last week, we have this love, and you know, this lady, when she said she will do it, she will really do it. So she announced it last week that she will hit her back to back in. It's 2 consecutive weeks that she did it. So we are proud and we are happy. We're happy of what she did this week. So I think she will tell her story, how she did it again. May we call her again Miss Love.
Miss Love, are you on the screen, Miss Love? Oh, there she is. I see her. Okay. We have to unmute yourself, Love.
Unmute, Love. Click the mute button.
Let's see. Maybe
click
she needs
a mute button, Love.
I could probably do it for her. Let's do. You're a co-host also. Let's see. There you go. Hopefully.
Okay, Love.
Okay, amazing morning, everyone. Am I in?
You're in.
Okay.
Hi, Love. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you, Mr. Chief? Mel,
good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is cooking? What's cooking in the Philippines? I know you're brand new to the team. First of all, tell everybody how long you've been with the company, right? Your background, and what's going on with you and your team? What's the results happening? How long you been in here?
It's my second week, and I'm doing the business. What's that? Fast track, because I want to help many people get to know Blackwater and help in their health and also their wealth. So
2 weeks brand new. We're gonna welcome you. Welcome to the team. What's your background, Love? What do you do? What do you do?
So I'm a registered nurse and also an accountant, and doing now my real estate business. And because of my real estate business, it has occupied me so much with selling of the properties. And then I met in my other business of food supplement, and then Mom Anime, the GD Anime are nice. My upline introduced it to me, and then after 1 month, seeking my time, I finally gave in. And so when I met her with the Blackwater, I right there and then got my first 61 package, 60,995 package, and then skyrocketed it to my family. So because I wanted my whole family to know about the Blackwater for their health, and then spread it to my families, my relatives, my classmates, my business partners. So I promised myself to hit the back-to-back first star or $1,000 because I wanted to achieve the bonus of another $1,000. And
so
then,
did you do it? Did you hit it?
Oh yes, I did. with the executive level also.
Hold on. You're creating records right there. Those are record achievements. All right, so I'm gonna backtrack this. All right, so you were prospected for a month. You finally said yes, right? 2 weeks ago. You you bought the 61 package, folks. That's the platinum package. So that's the 20 bottles. So you got the 20 bottles. You started sharing this with your family and everybody else, and you said you wanted to do this fast track. So you started moving quick. You plugged into your team right here, your leaders, right? And from what I understand, you hit your first week 1 star. Folks, 1 star is $1,000 a week, right? And then this week you hit it again, so another $1,000. And what the company does, if you do it twice in a 4-week period, they give an extra 1,000 on top. So that means you just made 3,000. And then in May, we have this thing called the executive bonus, where usually it's $100, but now it's $200. That's the take your spouse to dinner bonus. So you've made over $3,200 in the last 2 weeks. Is that right? Is that right? I got the story right? I got the story right. All right. Holy cow. Okay, folks, disclaimer here. Usually you don't do that in your first 2 weeks. It might be 2 months, right? And 2 months is like a record, right? Because this is a business. You're growing the business, right? So, and even if it takes you 6 months, you're still growing a business. I got to tell you a story, right? My wife and I, we were not like you, right? We worked super hard for 30 days, followed the plan, whatever they told us to do, this and this and this and this and this. My first month, because that company didn't pay weekly, they paid monthly. We earned $186 for the entire month. That's right. So you're already way, way faster than I ever did it. Personally, my wife and I, right? And to make that kind of income that you made, I think it was in our 4th month, right? And so absolutely amazing in your first 2 weeks, knocking it out of the park. This is beautiful. So tell us a little bit about, well, you told me your background. We know that, right? Nurse by profession and then doing real estate, which is, you know, awesome. And you're obviously a go-getter here. But why did you finally say yes, you know, and what was your reason for joining, right? And then talk about your team. What's the next targets for you and your team?
Okay. Why I finally gave in? Because I had the free time. I never had a chance when Mom Anime or GD Anime invited me, because I had buyers and sellers. I had 3 successful transactions in month of May. So I have to take care with that business. And then when I finally had the time, and then I told Mom Anime to, okay, let's meet in a restaurant. And then when we did, they let me try the water. And then I said, wow, this is just water. And we all drink water. So
what did it taste like? What did it taste like?
It tastes nothing, but because it has the 2 high-end minerals, humic and fulvic, which I never had that before. And because I'm, you know, as a nurse, I'm a health advocate. So I told myself, why only now? Like I missed that 1 month invitation before, because when I went to my relatives, my clan's town in Bayongan City, almost all of them are already members. So I said, wow, that's the cause of delay. So
wow. Whoa. Another golden nugget lesson. Another golden nugget lesson. When you went to go talk to them, they were already in.
Yeah, they were already in.
The cost of delay. Write that down, folks. The cost of delay. See, by not taking action, I hear you.
And then so after that, that's why I hit another 1,000 1 star, because I told myself I cannot afford to waste another time, and also because
fear of loss. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
And because my uncle is a retired engineer from USA in Anaheim, California, with his wife, a retired CPA, who are here. I invited them over, and now they're running on their first also $1,000 commission. Wow. So we have a number of signups already, and we're closing it this Wednesday cutoff to hit the first star.
All right, I get it now. Here's what she's doing. She's only been in 2 weeks, so she doesn't have all this knowledge, right? She hasn't been in 2 years or 2 months, right? Yes. But what you do know how to do is to get to 1 star. And now you're teaching. You said it was your uncle?
Yes.
Okay. So now you're teaching them to go 1 star, and you're duplicating it. See, so you're creating stars because you became a star. Now you know how to create stars. I get it. That's real good. Real good. Wow.
And then also what my team is going now, because there's an offer of the Las Vegas, Nevada trip. So I wanted to achieve that. So I'm working on my 2 million account, 1 million each account. So 2 clients. Okay. So I'm working on it with GGD Harold and SVP Cynthia helped me already last week on that account. And I'm going to make a follow-up this week. So to get that 1 million account and another 1 million account. So I can go to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Well, here's what's going to happen in Las Vegas. Love. You and don't just come yourself now. The goal is you and your team. You got to bring your team. Here's what's going to happen.
Actually, I talked to the team of my uncle. this afternoon because we closed two accounts this afternoon under their account. And then we were telling each other, okay, let's go to Las Vegas, Nevada.
Smart. Here's what's going to happen already. Okay. You know, you're going to have your team going across the stage and getting awards, right? That's one part of it. You're going to get a higher level training. We're going to get it. It's going to be unbelievable training. Some of you haven't even met my wife. She's been in the industry now over 30 years, full-time, big time. Cynthia's met her. Cynthia knows, unbelievable trainer, you know, and so higher level training, awards, recognition, the gala dinner. You know, I saw the video. You guys know how to dress up, man. We got the gala dinner. So you got to dress up for that. And it's just going to be fun because guess what, love? You're going to meet people from all around the world. There's going to be people from the United States there, but I know we got friends and family coming out from all these countries that half of them checked in over here. We had Morocco check in. Maybe we'll have some people from Morocco, Dubai, France. It's going to be beautiful. So definitely looking forward to that and celebrating you and your team's success over there in Las Vegas.
I'm really excited. In fact, one of my many testimonies on Blackwater, I'm starting to lose weight. So I'm preparing for that event.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Now, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now let's talk about that actually, your results on the product and your team's results on the product, because that's what's really driving, you know, our success here, folks, is that, you know, we're creating a culture of beautiful people, but we're lucky to have the exclusive rights to what I call the #1 health product in the entire world. But just, you know, you're brand new to the product here last couple of weeks, and now your team is obviously on it, and you got the 20 bottles when you started, so you shared it. What are some of the results with you and your team? What's happening with the products?
This afternoon, like I have my 5 members of my team this afternoon. We went to a number of senior citizens and we were all sharing our testimonies. Like mine, I have my skin allergies and I have my, they observed that I'm losing some weight, and which I also noticed it. And then my aunt, her back pain, my uncle, he had a cut and it was like 1 day only, it was okay. And then my aunt's eyes, she has an eye problem, and then she noticed some improvement. And yesterday also my caretaker of my nails, her son has a blister, and then I offered that you pour black water on it, and then her husband has a cataract, and I took a video where I instructed her to pour black water regularly, like 3 to 5 times a day. And so many testimonies. And then also I don't feel hungry most often, so that's why maybe I'm losing some weight.
Awesome. See, that's it right there. I mean, from back pain to helping with the healing of the
skin
wounds.
Allergies.
Allergies? You said allergies?
Yeah, skin allergies.
Okay. All in the first couple of weeks with you and your family and people. That's amazing. And folks, you know, we don't make any claims or anything like that. And I'll tell you, some of you have heard this story when I first went down to the manufacturer, and they were not in this industry at all, but they had a book full of testimonials because they've been building this product up since 2014. And when I saw all of that, I said, man, this sounds too good to be true. This sounds like a miracle product. And the owner of the manufacturing, he looked back at me, he said, no, it's not. And I said, it's not, but it sounds like a miracle product. He said, no. He said, Mel, the miracle is your body. And this just gives your body what it's been missing, right? And then your body wakes up. And whether it's back pain or allergies or anything else, I mean, that's where people are seeing the results, is that their body's getting what it's been missing. And that's really what this product is all about. So definitely wanted to you know, let everybody know that, because you will hear some outrageous testimonials, but it's just natural. It's just your health and your body waking up and reacting to what it's been missing, right? So, wow, love. And your name is easy to remember, love. Can't wait to see you and the team out there in Vegas. And again, congratulations to your initial success here. and
you.
brighter things and bigger things, and best wishes to you and everybody.
Thank you.
Give her a warm welcome, warm love, and that was awesome. That was awesome. Back to you, Isabel.
Yes, Chief. If it's we have time, because the person also who is like inviting her over here in Renault also did the same thing. It is Ken. I mean, it's a revelation also, because he was only at the back, no, only always at the back seat, but now she's doing things right with his wife. So Ken also hit his second star this week. The husband of namin, the invited love. So it's like the two of them work together and they hit it together.
Who's
also.
that? Who hit the star?
Kenny.
Kenny
She
did.
also hit her second star. Kenny are nice.
Wow, wow. Is Kenny
there.
here?
Yes.
Oh, let's see. Where's Kenny?
Aname is the wife.
Kenny and Anime. Do you see them on the screen?
Yes, Chief.
Oh, there they are.
You can unmute Anne. Unmute Anne.
Okay.
Hi, Anime. Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Sir Mel.
Hi, Sir Mel. Good morning, Abundance Morning World.
Abundance Morning World.
Abundance morning, everyone.
You actually did it? You did it? You hit a star level? You got the star?
Yes.
Now, Isabel said back to back, so that means you hit it twice?
Yes,
yes, sir.
Holy cow. Okay. All right. All right. So that means 2,000 plus 1,000, 3,000 US dollars. Is that good money in the Philippines?
Yes, yes. Good. Very good.
Very good.
Come on, man. That is great. You know it. It is awesome. I mean, I wish my first month I made $3,000. That's incredible. That's incredible. Incredible. Well, tell us your story. What's cooking?
I want to thank Sir Harold and Ma'am Cynthia, Ma'am Sosette, and Ma'am Isabel, Ma'am Love, and my wife, and Ma'am Jella also, for helping me hitting my 1 star again. My bike back to back. Thank you so much, and for the rest of the team that always supporting us, and all GDs.
That is awesome, Kenny. So what is your background, buddy? Because people want to hear, you know, who you are, where you came from before you came to Renault Global.
I'm a barangay counselor in our barangay, and I also sorry because I'm shy. I'm a barangay counselor in our barangay, Sir Mel.
Kenny, you're not going to be shy for very long making this kind of money every month. Anime, are you shy?
No, sir.
All right. So I know this takes teamwork, because you know what? I built the business with my wife as well. And so Kenny knows this too, is that you guys, you know, it's the tag team, the two of you. So tell us, you know, what brought you to the company, and now, you know, you're working with Miss Love and the team, and then you've got there's Harold and Cynthia and Isabel and everybody. You know, tell us what is some of the reasons you came to the company, but also the reasons for your quick initial success right now.
Yes, Sir Mel. I've been to a network company before, another company, but I was amazed with the compensation plan of Renault. It's so very generous company. Thank you for that, Sir Mel. And thank you also to all the leaders here in the Philippines, to GGD Harold Cañaveral, to SVP Ma'am Cynthia Caballero, and to Ma'am Odi Isabel, and also to VP Doc Roy, for always guiding us, coaching us in doing the business. And this is what I love about the business, because you are guided for free. No, so I love the mentorship and the culture. We are one family here, and yes, we are rocking with the business because of our big why, Sir Mel.
The big why. All right.
Yes.
Your reason for doing it. Yeah.
Yes, Sir Mel.
That is awesome.
Yes, Sir Mel.
No. Share with us. Share with us. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where our background is same like you, Sir Mel, that we get married at an early age. I'm only I think I'm only 18 at that time, and Ken is only 19, and I gave birth of my firstborn child. I'm only 19, so my very big why is my children. So of course, my daughter wants to go to medical school. So with my salary in the government is not really enough not to send our daughter in medical school. So that's why we're doing this business, working it hand in hand with my husband, and with the help also with the team, Sir Mel.
That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Write that down, everybody. You got to have your why. And I can tell you, you guys, stick with your team here. Keep working with this supportive team that you have and the team that you're duplicating with. Stay tight, and it'll take care automatically for your daughter's medical school. I mean, that'll be an amazing testimonial when you achieve that why and put her through medical school. And that's beautiful. I love that. Love hearing that.
Yes, thank you, Sir Mel, for bringing Renault in the Philippines. Thank you. You are so very generous. Thank you so much. And you help a lot of people change their lives. And we will continue. We will continue to share the opportunity and to change people's lives here in the Philippines and all over the world.
Thank you. Love you. Give lots of love. Lots of love to Anime, Kenny. Congratulations. Brand new double 1 stars, on a mission here with all of us together of changing people's lives. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing that. I see Dr. Roy here. Dr. Roy, you're part of this team. I see Harold here. I'm gonna let you guys make some comments on this. We just heard from Miss Love, knocking it out of the park in 2 weeks. And then you have Anime and Kenny knocking it out of the park, double 1 stars all around. This is fantastic. I know you guys just came off the team building event also, but maybe we'll hear from you, Dr. Roy, real quick, couple of words in regards to this, and then over to Harold, and then we're gonna pop over to another country as well. But Dr. Roy, if you don't mind unmuting.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Good evening, everyone, and hello, world. Actually, I'm very excited to the result of the people of the whole team, the teamwork and everything. Much more on that the coaching we have together with Sir Harold and the leaders of the Connectors Philippines. I was amazed since the past few months that I've been with the team. They are very supportive and they follow blindly the very simple culture that we are making. The very simple strategy, very simple approach of doing the business. But I'd like to appreciate all the people, all the team members, and all the leaders who catch the vision of making huge results on a very simple approach, the same effort, but multiple results. Okay, I like the digestion. I like the way they accept the idea of dealing with the bigger package instead of the smaller one. Okay, that really helps in building the team and building the
that's really smart. Yeah. I mean, everybody needs the product. We already know that, but the bigger the volume, the bigger the paycheck, for the same amount of effort. So you guys are doing the right thing for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And hopefully in the next few weeks from now, it will duplicate more and even more, and the multiple accounts will progress even more. Okay, I am excited.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. That's what creates momentum. See, because folks, I know Dr. Roy from the past, and he knows what it is to make the bigger money, right? And he knows that how you can create that energy and momentum with the success and the financial success. And that's what we're talking about. You know, when you can duplicate that, and then the sizzle starts, and then the success stories and the money stories, it just gets contagious, and that's how we get into momentum, right?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. Well, definitely thank you for sharing. We're going to hear more from you as well, Dr. Roy. I just want to pop around the country a little bit. But real quickly, folks, last week you saw a company email come out, and Mr. Harold picked up his Ford Raptor. And if you saw that thing, man, that is serious. And it's the best part of that Ford Raptor is not the blue color. I mean, that thing looked hot. It's not the wheels, the biggest wheels that I've seen. And from what I understand, that's the largest vehicle in the Philippines, right? It's not all that. The best part of that Ford Raptor is he ain't paying for it. The company is, right? That's the best part, is it's free. It's part of our lifestyle car club program, our lifestyle car club program. And so he picked it up last week, and you guys saw the company emails and stuff like that. And I know Isabel was telling me that people were just wanting to feel it and hug it and touch the car and touch it and everything else. But lifestyle car club achiever, top income earner in the company, but also my good buddy who's been in this industry, started not knowing it, but learned it quickly and has been able to teach and duplicate. But I'll tell you what, this team has started during the pandemic with all kinds of hurdles and restrictions and everything else. So we have not even begun yet. But the main thing is we're starting to change people's lives in a significant way with our product, the Black MP, as well as now the financial results as they're starting to add up here. But with that, Harold, we're going to hear a few words from you. Then we're going to pop around the world, and then we're going to come back to you again. But just, this team, double 1 stars, things are moving here with the new groups and the new people. Share with us a couple of thoughts on this team that's started here. Over to you, Harold.
All right, Abundance Dollars worldwide. Abundance Morning, Chief. Abundance Morning, everyone around the world. What can I say? God, Chief. Okay, for there's a lot of things that is happening, and before I will forget, Chief. I just would like you to know that Roy and Cynthia last night we had a discussion until this morning. Roy was telling me if you can tell Chief to prepare a container van of products, Chief, because it's going to be crazy, Chief.
100.
I'm telling you, Chief. Yeah. One container van for Roy alone. So what was telling me is he's going to hit the 6 million in a week, 6 million a week. So, and it's happening right now, Chief. In fact, people are now getting 1 million pesos per. We go for the 15 header, and I'm very excited as always, Chief.
We need to get a picture when we get that product out there. Those containers, I want to get a picture with Dr. Roy sitting on top of all those boxes, sitting on top of the pallet.
Yeah. There you go. I love that, Chief. And that will be my wall, my wallpaper and everything. Roy wearing a shorts and having a wow. That looks great, man. That's a good idea, Chief.
There you go. That's a visual.
He's dead serious about it. So let me just share something about what happened last Friday during the team building. There are all the key leaders here, Chief. What happened was this. It's very important to know where you're going, Chief, or you cannot hit anything in the dark. We mentioned this when I really write it down here, Chief. When you say where is it? Okay, you don't get what you want, you get what you picture.
What you picture.
Which is really true, Chief. This is what I'm telling everyone. This particular program we're doing last week, Chief, it's all about showing the whole team that this business is very simple. You don't have to complicate it, but you just have to know where you're going.
Yep.
Our theme was this, Chief: one voice, sound, one culture, one system, one family. And we will move as one. We move as one. We work as one. We move together, Chief. So there's no like someone is going there, going this side. Chief, I know there's a lot of market that is waiting. I will just come back later, Chief. And that's the thing. The target is not even close to the target. I'm making it's way for more than that. A container of product. Thank you, Chief.
Brother, I'm already picturing it. I'm picturing it with you, right? And you're right, folks. You don't get in life what you want. You don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you picture. You've already pictured it there, you know? And I know that Ford Raptor you picked up, you told us last week, you know, you had already pictured it way earlier, right? Way earlier. And folks, 100%. You know, right? Maybe just mention that really quickly for the people that were not here last week, you know, how you shared that you had already, you know, thought about that, felt it, pictured it, way before you received it.
All right, let me just put it this way. One of the most expensive pickup truck in the Philippines is on this Ford Raptor. There is this Ram, a Dodge Ram, which is Dr. Roy also wants to get that. He always wants to have this higher thing, which I love. I love this guy because he loves competition. And I used to have this other truck that is Japanese made, and come on, Chief. It's just like an apple and a banana, you know. it's always
no, you need American made because we're raining American dollars out there to the team.
There you go, there you go, there you go, Chief. There you go. And I just don't understand. I don't know how to explain it, but it's way far better than the rest of the cars which I was able to buy because of you, Chief. As I'm telling you, Chief, I was able to buy more than 7 cars. But this is the best one which I'm driving, the best car right now, Chief. I used to have this Jeep Cherokee in Dubai, 2010 model. That was the same year. But this one is really the best, Chief. So thank you so much because this one is free. This one is freaking free and whoa, man. And there's one more thing I'm going to get, Chief, after this. I'm going to get another car, which is the Ford Bronco, Chief. If it will reach in the Philippines, I should be the very first Filipino to buy that one, Chief.
There you go. There you go. Let's do that. Let's do that. As soon as it gets to the Philippines, you be the first. Set it up now, my man. Set it up now.
Got it, man. Got it, Chief. Got it.
Yeah. That'll be free also. That's the main thing. So folks, if you want to drive your dream, all you got to do is duplicate what's happening here. Mr. Harold having that Ford Raptor, massive. And if you haven't got the company email, get a copy of it from your sponsor upline and inspire yourself and put it on your vision board, put it on your dream board, because it's what we're all about here is, you know, making dreams come true. When you have a significant why, you plug into a system, you work smart, you put in the sweat, you do the right things, and you keep learning and growing and growing and growing. And Harold will tell you that it didn't happen in 1 month, right? He's been building and building and building. And that's really what it's all about. Yes, Harold.
Jeff, just quick. You know what happened when they announced that the Raptor, and then I put it in my Facebook wall. There were about like 8 people before my old members are now calling me. How do you want to get it? They also want to get it. So they were asking me how. So I told him, come on, just PM me and I will call you. As simple as that. Result brings success, Chief.
That's it.
No result, no success.
You guys are awesome, man. Results, and success breeds success. I love hearing that. Exactly. Let's keep on rocking. And again, we are just beginning. We're still in the pandemic, the COVID and all that. But as it's lifting, you know, we are on liftoff. And really, really appreciate you guys, the team and the efforts and everything that we're doing, folks. And it's just really sticking together, working the system. And you guys as a team are doing the teamwork. Really, really love that. So with that, we're going to come back to you guys here in just a little bit. But let's pop around the world a little bit. And again, let's give the team that you just heard from, Harold, Cynthia, Dr. Roy, Love, Kenny, Anime, you know, lots of love. There you go, on the screen. That was absolutely fantastic, inspirational, life-changing, record-breaking. They're brand new people in 2 weeks to do that type of achievements. Unbelievable. So keep rocking, guys. Okay, let's shoot on over to, we're going to hear from, well, let's go to Dubai and then we're going to go to India. Can you believe this? All from this crazy thing called Zoom that used to be illegal in Dubai. I remember I tried doing Zooms in Dubai. They said, no, it's not allowed here. You know, we can't do that kind of thing here. And then this guy gets a hold of it because he had no choice. because he didn't join the company in 2021. He joined in 2020, and the pandemic hit. And I remember, you know, doing that first Zoom meeting, and I think it was just 3 people because nobody could connect. They were not used to it because it was illegal in Dubai, and you could not, you know, the connection didn't even work right. But then everybody realized that it's a new world. So Dubai then started to allow it. And when they allowed Zoom, one of the first people that took advantage of it is Mr. Pradeep Menon. And the next thing you know, he figured out a way, hey, I don't have to just build this in Dubai, right? Because people can join from Malaysia. People can log in from India. People can log in from London, from the UK. And the next thing you know, he was duplicating this in multiple countries. And here we are. You know, it's like, you know, when you're handed, what's the word? I keep remember, you know, life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? So this guy, you know, we started the business out there, you know, in Dubai. And then the next thing you know, pandemic hits and says, lockdown, stay in your homes. So he was like, now what do I do? We're out of business. No, he said, no, we got the lemons. Now let's make some lemonade. And so then he turned it into a Zoom lemonade. And here we are. And again, I feel like, Pradeep, we are just getting started. We have not even hit the traction yet. We've not even built the full leadership yet. We have not even built the core. It's just beginning, but just outstanding during the pandemic that we were able to attract anybody, that we were actually able to attract anybody during the pandemic with this foreign concept called Zoom. But thank you so much for turning lemons into lemonade. And the lemonade now is just getting juicier and juicier as we start and embark on this journey. So let's shoot over to one of the top earners in the company, Mr. Pradeep Menon, who's off to a great start because he's duplicating other top earners and other top earners that are going to actually make way more money than him, I'm sure. Maybe not. He's very competitive. Maybe not. You got your competition there, right? So stay competitive. But over to you, my friend, Mr. Pradeep Menon, over to you.
Thank you so much, Chief, and good evening, everyone. Well, what Chief said was the right thing. You know, when we actually started this business, just about to get started, lockdown happened, and we had no idea how to do this business. Okay, Zoom came to our rescue. And none of us in Dubai ever used Zoom before. So it was a brand new concept for us, and we were not really sure if it would work. And that's right. The very first Zoom had just 3 people, right? But today, you know, really glad to say our small lemon business has become a lemonade factory, right? We're churning Zoom after Zoom after Zoom. We have a minimum of 30 to 40 global Zooms on most of the given days. Talking to different people, talking to different markets, educating them, coaching them, teaching them as to how simple this business is. And now Global has actually come into our lives at the best possible time. You know, in network marketing, timing is everything. And, you know, if all these testimonies that we've been hearing, if this is before the launch, I cannot imagine what the testimonies would be once the Vegas launch is done, Chief. I am so excited. I've got people calling me from all over the world. They want to go to Vegas. So I think the Vegas party is definitely on. Definitely.
Bring the Dubai party bus, man. Bring it on.
Right. So we just aligning our numbers, we're aligning our teams, we're aligning our mindset, because everything that actually happens or does not happen in this business is there. That's 6 inches, right? Everything is there, right? If you believe it cannot be done, you're correct. It can never be done. But if you believe it can be done, you're correct again. It can be done. So it's all that belief that actually takes you to the next level. And Chief, I'm very happy that people around the globe are getting the vision. And Black MP Living Water is giving unbelievable testimonies, right? As a matter of fact, I've personally been consuming Black MP Living Water only for the last 45 days because the products were not really available in Dubai. But I would like to make an official statement today. I have actually lost 3 kilos officially thanks to Black Living Water. And Chief, the most exciting thing, I have lost 1 inch of my waist.
Wow.
And the 1 inch I have lost off my waist, I have never been this shape ever. Never have I ever been in this shape. And all those
you gotta tell me this secret, man, because the other, who was that? Miss Love said the same thing. But I haven't lost any weight. I got all kinds of other unbelievable results. But I haven't got the weight loss result yet. So I guess it's whatever your body's asking for. I got to tell my body to ask for different things, man.
Right.
I got to do whatever you guys are doing. That's great, you know, because I got these other incredible results, but I got to get on that weight loss trip with you and Miss Love.
Right, and it's very simple, Chief. Whatever our body is missing, it's the missing link. So if your body, if you're too skinny, you're not going to lose weight. Don't worry about that. Right. So don't not have Black MP Living Water thinking that you're going to lose weight and you're going to be invisible. No, that's not going to happen. Whatever is excess, Black MP Living Water takes care of it. But along with all those excess in the body and removing the toxins and all of that, it also takes care of one thing that, you know, very few people realize it today, but more people are actually going to realize it tomorrow. It actually makes your wallet fatter.
Say that again slowly.
It's actually going to make your wallet fatter, right? Your wallet is going to gain weight, a lot of weight using Black MP Living Water. So you need to make that decision. Are you okay to have a fat wallet? And if the answer is yes, I would say it's time to say hello, Renault, and it's time to say hello, Black MP Living Water, because this is a true testimony. Your wallet is going to start bloating.
So that's the side effect we found, huh?
That is one side effect, definitely. And one more side effect, Chief. With the kind of promotions you've been launching one after the other, it's also, you know, playing on people's psyche, because people are not ready to sit in Dubai, because everybody's talking about Vegas and nobody wants to sit in Dubai. So everybody is trying to figure it out as to how are they going to be coming to Vegas. And I'm very excited about it. And Chief, I was having a small vision board exercise with myself. I was asking myself, what is 1,000 people in Vegas going to do for our family? What is 1,000 people going to do for our wallet? What is 1,000 people going to do for our, you know, our community? And I would say everything, right? So, you know, to all the global leaders out there on Zoom, I would say Mission Vegas has started, and we should target 1,000 people in that ballroom as a family, and it is possible. It is not possible alone, but if we work as a team, it is very, very possible, right? So, Chief, very, very excited.
Let's share this, Pradeep, because it's very important, because this is a brand new promotion.
Right.
You know, the importance of events, right? Because Pradeep and I, you know, have been on around the world in different events. You know, we've been on stage together. Mr. Harold will tell you events change lives, you know, changed his life coming to an event and being part of the events, and the team's lives. You know, events change lives. So maybe you can share with everybody, you know, you started 12 years ago with zero experience, but now you've been to different events. You've even been to Macau for an event. You know, you've been around the world for different events and different things. But tell everybody, share everybody the importance of this type of an event.
Chief, to be very honest with you, 13 years back, I was a nobody in network marketing. I did not know how this business works. I didn't even know there existed a industry called network marketing. I was totally clueless, right? And there was a promotion that was launched. And that promotion, I would say, changed my life. That was a Thailand promotion. And I was told, if you do this, they give you a Thailand tour, plus you get some training, right? So I actually asked myself, I mean, who goes to Thailand for training? So let's just go to Thailand, have some massage, have some fun, and, you know, and just get qualified. And I got qualified. And I went for that training. And that just training was a training when I met Chief Mel Gill the first time. Mr. Mel Gill trained for 2 hours, and everybody left the room for lunch. I could not move from that seat. It was as if I was paralyzed. I could not just move. And I was just looking around, nobody sitting around with me. And Mr. Mel said, If you would like to work with us and we can help you make $1 million. To be very honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I've always dreamt about $1 million, but nobody ever told me they can help me with $1 million. And Chief Mel Gill was the first person who actually said $1 million. So I went to have lunch, just had some fruits. I came back and I actually asked 5-6 friends of mine, did Mr. Mel just say he's going to help us with $1 million? Because that's what I heard, or that's at least what I understood. So there were many people who actually said, these people say these kind of things and that kind of things, but that doesn't really happen. But I said, but that's not my question. My question was, did he say he will give us $1 million? Because that was what I was trying to reconfirm. They said, yes, that's what he said. And then the second half of the training, I was more serious. I was taking every note, and Mr. Mel speaks very fast. So sometimes it's very difficult to keep up with the notes at that same speed, but I was writing the fastest I've ever written, taking every single detail. Okay, a lot of people were there in that room. I always say this. In a room, there are two kinds of people, the believers and the non-believers. The non-believers were too busy talking, but the believers were too busy writing till the hands started hurting. But we kept taking notes. 2009 is the year I'm talking about, right? 2010, I was building. 2011, I was building. 2012, I was building. 2013, Mr. Mel Gill gave me that $1 million, right? He was the first person who said, I will give it to you. He was the first person who gave it to me, right? But again, it starts with one small little bird, believe. Because if you think he was just talking something on the stage, you're not going to get that million. But if you believe that, there is something called bonding, there is something called, business, there is something called partnership, then you have to believe, because only the believers are going to make this thing happen. When she called me the second time, there was not a thought in the brain. As a matter of fact, some of you people went to a Zoom, some of you people went to a presentation called I Flew to Florida to see the plan, to meet Mr. Mel Gill. I did not go to a Zoom call. Zoom call was too cheap for me, right? I actually flew to Florida to actually meet Mr. Mel and ask him, what's up? And he said, we're coming up with something amazing. There was nothing in mind. He said, we are coming up. I said, I'm in. Because the person who can actually help me with my first million, I should not have any doubt whether my 10th or my 20th or my 50th million is coming. But ladies and gentlemen, let me make one statement today. Whether someone believes me today or not, that's okay. Because I do understand not everybody can comprehend what I'm saying. Renault Global has come to change our lives. And with this company, where Chief Mel Gill has made hundreds of millionaires, in the previous company, I think this time with Renault Global, we are going to break the 1,000 millionaire marks, the 10,000 millionaire marks, and so on and so forth. Have the vision. Stop being blind. Have the vision. Vision is very, very important. All this while we've been saying pre-launch, 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 pre-launch. And guess what? Finally, the day has come. 7th August 2021, we are officially launching. Congratulations, Renault. Congratulations to each and every one of us who is here on this call, who believed us and helped us launch. There is no looking back, Chief. Hundreds of people are going to take cars before Christmas. But if the Las Vegas goes the way it's supposed to go, I think in 2021, more than 500 people can get a free car from Renault Global. This is the most generous plan, and this is easy peasy. And I always say this in my training, money is yummy, right? You gotta be hungry to get the money. And if you're not if you don't have hunger for money, I'm sorry, you'll be broke. So you have to believe money is yummy. So having said that, thank you so much.
Oh, you got too excited. You muted yourself.
Yeah, sorry. You've been a blessing for so many people all around the world. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you so much for bringing this blessing into our life. Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much.
Wow. I'm glad we're recording this, man. I'm glad we didn't forget to record this. And every Monday seems like that was the best one, and it just keeps getting better and better and better. Those were incredible golden nuggets, very inspirational. I hope everybody took notes. If you didn't take notes, get the recording, rewind, go back to that portion. I mean, unbelievable golden nuggets shared right there. So Pradeep, before we go back to the Philippines, I want to highlight a couple of people. I know this week, some record things were happening in India all of a sudden, right? And India has been affected dramatically. I mean, you guys have seen it on the news, the pandemic, the COVID-19. And for you guys to step up in India and do what you did this past week during the madness that's happening over there with COVID, because I think it's more than any other country in the world right now. So you guys are under major lockdown. I know that, but it was a stellar performance with Pradeep Nair and the team out there, Mr. Saji George, everybody working together. But Pradeep, tell us, Pradeep Menon, what's going on with the India team all of a sudden I'm hearing about?
Well, I think they caught the vision.
Yeah.
They caught the right people. Sometimes we catch the vision, but we choose the wrong people. Sometimes it's the other way around. You know, we have the right people, but we never get the vision, right? It's very important that when vision is actually, when opportunity meets with the right people, and when you actually get that combination going, winning becomes very easy. But you have
good point. I want to highlight that point. You know, what we've been developing, you know, we started 2020 and here we are 2021. We've been developing more than anything else is a culture, right? And it's the people you hang around, right? And so when Pradeep is talking about it, it is attracting the right people. And, you know, we started with some people that, and I'm sure they're good, but they just weren't our culture. They weren't the right people that should be around our atmosphere. And I always say, you know, you're a sum of the people that you hang around. So if you hang around, you know, 4 guys that drink whiskey all day and you don't drink whiskey, one day you'll end up drinking it because you hang around them all day long, right? So it's the same thing. It's who you hang around. And, you know, 2020, we washed out some of the people that we didn't want to continue forward with. They weren't on the same, you know, vibe with us, right? And some of you know who I'm talking about. And now I feel like, you know, we're attracting a great energy. And there's 2 kinds of energy, right? There's negative energy, there's positive energy. And I always try to say, you know, I want to attract the light from the universe, the right people. And so that's a great statement there, Pradeep. You know, it's about building that culture. It's about attracting the right people that see this vision with us, and see the long term, and be a part of this family with positivity, energy, good thoughts, you know, happiness. I mean, those all play a part in it, right, Pradeep? But share with us. Let's introduce some of the new the India team and the India growth.
What I would like to do is actually call upon Pradeep Nair, who's actually leading the India team from the front. So he would be the best person to actually take over from here. So over to you, Pradeep Nair.
Yeah, for sure. And before we get Pradeep up here, let me put him on the spotlight there. Pradeep Nair sent me a couple of messages and I was like, whoa, holy smokes, out of the blue, this activity starting to happen. And it brought a great joy to my heart, especially if we can bring abundance during this crazy pandemic that's happening in India. But yeah, let's say hello to the country of India, everybody. Give Mr. Pradeep Nair a warm welcome from the country of India. Go ahead, Pradeep.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. You know, it was, you know, it's always, I always count my blessing. Like in the morning, the first person I think about is Mr. Mal Gill, our chief. You know, when I saw the plan, like, you know, 1.5 years back, when coach showed me the plan, I told coach, like, you know, I'm not going to join. All right, I'm not going to do anything. Okay. The last, he told me one word, like, this is Mr. Mel's project. And the next word I told is like, I am in. Okay, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to know the plan. I don't want to know the business. I don't want to see the plan. I am in. Okay, then let's go. Let's think about the next step. All right, that's what I told him. And I started working with him. Yeah, and it was so wonderful. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing this opportunity. And, you know, I'm with a wonderful team. Coach Pradeep Menon, and just following his guidelines and just duplicating what he's teaching. And, he's always there as a guide, always there as a coach. So that is the, strength of our team. And, as he told, there are a lot of, situations happening in India, the pandemic situations. So we were down for some time because some of the team members also has got COVID and all. So we were a bit down, and all of a sudden we thought that, like, what we can do, right? Or I always say this, like, comeback is always better than the setback. So let's we decided to come back. Some people took initiative. The people whom I met first in Kerala, like, it's a coincidence, like 2020 January 3rd, we had our first event in Holiday Inn in Dubai, right? So 2021 January 3rd, the same Holiday Inn, we had another event in Cochin in Kerala, right? All these people who are highlighted today, they were there, and we started from there. Yeah. So there were a lot of groundworks, a lot of meetings, a lot of, running around. I know that a couple of people in this who took the initiative, they were riding a bike and they were, running around. We were driving around. We were having a lot of meetings. Then, results started, come up. Then a pandemic hit us, but we are, we decided to prove ourselves that impossible is nothing. So let's go ahead. So last week, a couple of people took real initiative. I can mention some people, like, the people I met is, one is, there's a leader called Sunir Muhammad, and he brought up some people. Another wonderful person I would like to invite is Raju Jacob. He's one of the first person I met in Holiday Inn in that meeting. And this week we did 9 executives, in this team.
Wow.
We have done 9 executives in this team. Yeah. So
you built 9 executives this week. That is incredible. Incredible, folks. Because we have an executive promotion and you guys are going for the promotion. That's exciting.
Yes. So we were behind that promotion, and we did 9 executives. I'm so happy with the team effort together. So I would like to invite, Raju Jacob. He took, captaincy, and he took a lot of initiative, and he's, guiding the team. We started our Zoom every single day. We have got a regional language Malayalam Zoom. So that is also improving everyday trainings and, everything. So I would like to invite Raju Jacob, if he's there in the Zoom, if he can, unmute.
Yeah. Do you see him on screen? Let's see. Wave, Mr. Raju, so we see you.
Is Raju, right?
Wave, if we'll see you on screen if you wave.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
There he is. Hi, Mr. Raju. Welcome.
I am Raju Jacob. വളരെ പാൻഡമിക് സിറ്റുവേഷനിലാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ബിസിനസ് ഇവിടെ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തത്. ഈ ഒരു മാസമായിട്ട് കോവിഡിന്റെ ഒരു പ്രോബ്ലത്തിൽ ഞാൻ റെസ്റ്റിലായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ടീം മൊത്തത്തിലൊന്ന് ഡള്ളായി പോയ സമയത്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ ആഴ്ച മുതൽ വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ വളരെ ആക്റ്റീവായിട്ട് വന്നിട്ട് എല്ലാ മെമ്പേഴ്സിനെ വിളിക്കുകയും സംസാരിക്കുകയും, അങ്ങനെ നമുക്ക് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ബിസിനസ് ബിൽഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യണം. ഒരു കാരണവശാലും ഭയപ്പെടേണ്ട, പേടിക്കണ്ട. നമുക്ക് ഒന്നിച്ച് നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് നല്ല രീതിയിൽ ഇത് ബിസിനസ് ചെയ്യാം, ഉറപ്പായിട്ട് ഞാൻ കൂടെ ഉണ്ടെന്നുള്ളൊരു ബിലീവ് എല്ലാവർക്കും കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് സൂം സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു. സൂം സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തതിലൂടെ ഈ ഒറ്റ ആഴ്ച കൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് 40ഓളം ജോയിനിങ്ങൾ പുതുതായിട്ട് കമ്പനിയിൽ സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റി. അതിലൂടെ നല്ല രീതിയിലുള്ളൊരു അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ്സ് ടോട്ടലി ടീമിനുണ്ടായി. എല്ലാ തരത്തിലുള്ള.
Okay, pause. Okay, Pradeep, translate that portion, and then we'll go back to you, Mr. Raju. But we're going to let Pradeep translate for us, right? Go ahead, Pradeep.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
you
sure.
Translate.
What he was saying is, everybody was down with the pandemic situation. He himself was in a COVID situation in his family and all. So after the pandemic situation, everybody was thinking like what to do. So he was calling everybody, and all the team, and he called me also. Like he also asked like what to do. I told let's start the Zoom. So we started the Zoom, and this week we have done like more than 40 new members in this team.
Wow.
In the team, and that initiative, I'm so happy that he is taking the captaincy. That's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. So back to you, Mr. Raju. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Continue.
വീണ്ടും ഞങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്തൊരു ഇന്നത്തെ ഞങ്ങൾ 9ഓളം പുതിയ നമ്മുടെ എക്സിക്യൂട്ടീവിനെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു. അടുത്ത നാളെ മുതൽ ഞങ്ങള് 1 സ്റ്റാറിന്റെ പ്രിപ്പറേഷനിലേക്ക് മാറുകയാണ്. അടുത്ത ഒറ്റ മാസം കൊണ്ട് 1 സ്റ്റാർ ടീമിൽ ഒരു 10 പേരെങ്കിലും 1 സ്റ്റാർ അടിപ്പിക്കുക എന്നുള്ള ലക്ഷ്യത്തിലാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ നിൽക്കുന്നത്.
Yeah, next, Chief, this time it was like we were focusing on the executives, and next week onwards, we are going to focus on 1 star. Our target is at least 10 1 star we are going to plan.
Smart. Very smart.
അതുപോലെ പ്രദീപ് സാറും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ സജി ജോറി സാർ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല സപ്പോർട്ടായിട്ട് ടീമിൽ എപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ട്. ബാബു സാറുണ്ട്. 3 പേരും കൃത്യമായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങളുടെ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഇടപെട്ടുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ നല്ല രീതിയിലേക്ക് ബിൽഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് ശ്രമിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അവർക്ക് ഒരു സ്പെഷ്യൽ താങ്ക്സ് ഉണ്ട് എൻ്റെ വകയായിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ടീമിലുള്ള മറ്റെല്ലാ നമ്മുടെ ആളുകളും നന്നായിട്ട് തന്നെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. എല്ലാവരും ഒരു അച്ചീവ്മെന്റ്സിലേക്ക് എത്താനായിട്ട് നന്നായിട്ട് ശ്രമിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. നല്ല സപ്പോർട്ട് ടീമിന് കൊടുക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിലൂടെ ഒരു വലിയ ടീം, ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ടീം ഒരു വേൾഡ് ടീമായി മാറണമെന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നത്. അത്തരത്തിലൊരു വർക്കാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
Yeah, what is saying is the support system is wonderful. Like, I'm here, then Saji George from Dubai, then Babu. So we are going to make a world, #1 team. So these are all people like they have got wonderful experiences and very, network experience. And we are going to make the #1 team. That's what, his intention is. So we are doing the groundwork for that.
Okay, now you got to translate what I say to Mr. Raju real quick, okay? Yeah. So you have to let him know, game on, meaning that now there's a challenge, because he said he's going to have the #1 team, right? So he has to compete against London, the UK, the Arab countries, the USA, Philippines. So game on. He's got a job ahead of him, but we accept the challenge, and best wishes to him and his team and the initial success that's happening.
രാജു, എന്താ പറയുന്നത് മനസ്സിലായോ? നമ്മള് UK ടീമൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് കോമ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരും എന്നാ പറയുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ #1 ടീം.
No problem, sir. No problem. Hard work.
Let's do it. Because it's a fact. India needs this right now. Because it's the #1 COVID country in the entire world, which is horrible. And, I know your family got COVID. I'm glad you guys are over it, and you guys will conquer this. The country will conquer this. But everybody needs this, because I know what it does. It did it here in the United States. Jobs changes, business changes, economy changes. I mean, it's just madness, right? And for you guys to have it at such an impactful level, you need the product, and definitely you need the stimulus, the financial stimulus to you and all your families. So I'm so happy that you guys are finding a way. You created 40 new team members this week. Was amazing, right? Hats off to you. So you're on track right now. If you guys want to be the #1 team, stick to this. Work with Saji George, work with Babu, work with Pradeep Nair, work with Coach Pradeep, work with the entire team. Stay tight, and let's duplicate. I know that's a lot to translate real quick, but real quick, Pradeep Nair, if you could translate.
രാജു പറയുന്നത് വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മള് കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാ അപ്ലയൻസും കൂടെ നിൽക്കുക, നമുക്ക് വേൾഡ് വിഷൻ ഉണ്ടായിട്ട് നന്നായിട്ട് ഡ്യൂപ്ലിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. അറിയാലോ എല്ലാം, മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് Thank you,
sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Congratulations again. Let's keep going. Keep rocking. Awesome. Give him lots of love. There you go, Mr. Raju. Great to hear from you.
Thank you, Chief. And the next person I would like to call is he's from another part of India, like say from the north part of India, and he's again he just joined 1 month back, and he has got a vision, and his main intention is to help others people, and he's working as a Christian missionary over there. So what he's saying is, let's help people, let's show people how to make money. And he's another wonderful person, wonderful leadership, and a lot of learning. I would like to call upon Mr. Pradeep Nayak, because almost same name, Pradeep Menon, Pradeep Nayak. He is Pradeep Nayak, in only one letter difference. So if I can see Mr. Pradeep Nayak on the screen.
Wave, Mr. Pradeep Nayak. Do you see him?
Just checking.
I made you co-host also, so you can pull him up or unmute him.
All right.
I see a Nayak, but it's a different first name on there.
Yeah, that is another Nayak. Yeah, I think he's not there. Sorry about it, because there's some network problem in that area right now. So.
Oh, internet connection problem?
Yeah, he was like in and out. So let's see if he's coming later.
Well, if he pops back in, we can certainly bring him up. But I guess there's a trend going on. Pradeep, it must be a name like in the United States we have John or or Joe, right? So we got a bunch of Pradeeps here, and maybe that's the secret to success. You got to change your name to Pradeep to start making some coin over here at Renault Global. No, but so we'll hear from him if he pops on the screen.
Yeah, sure. And the next person I would like to invite is there's another wonderful person whom I met the first time when I go to Trivandrum. The next program, it was in Trivandrum, it's the capital of Kerala. So this is another wonderful person who has got a lot of experience in network marketing, and we had a very good chat. And he's a very nice, soft-spoken, and very supportive person. And he also was caught with COVID, and now he recovered, he and his family. Now he's also back into action. And I would like to call upon Mr. Anil P. Nair, if he's there. Can I see him? Anil P. Nair.
Do you see him on the screen somewhere? Mr. Anil, wave if we can see you.
Yeah, Anil is there, yes.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I see him. Yep.
Okay.
Good evening, I am Anil Kumar from Kerala, India. I have an experience over 20 years in MLM industry. It's been 3 months since I started business in Renault Global. I was a fantastic opportunity for me. Through this platform, I was able to a worldwide business. Leaders and companies are very supportive. So I am pretty sure I will be able to achieve company's rewards as a person and as a team. So thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Anil, thank you. But we're not going to let you go that quickly. We got to ask you some questions because you're a person that has experience in network marketing. And from what I heard, you've been here for 3 months now. Okay. So what attracted you to this company, since you have background and you've experienced other companies and things like that? But what attracted you to Renault Global? What was the attraction? You got to unmute. We'll ask you to unmute. There we go.
Unmute. Unmute. Sorry, unmute.
What is the #1 thing you liked here? Oh, but you got to unmute, my friend. Pradeep, I don't know, it might be a connection problem. I don't know if Anil can hear us.
All right. I will ask him to unmute. Yeah, I think maybe the connection problem or something.
Yeah. That's okay. If you can unmute or when you unmute, Anil, we'll hear more from you. But sure. Welcome to the team. And how's Anil's success so far, Pradeep? How's he doing?
He's doing very good, Chief. He has got a very, again, a very good vision, because I was actually in this team. I was looking for the people who has got the vision. I think I found them. And they have got the target in the minds. What I always say the team was, just see how much assets you can buy from Renault. Okay, make money and buy assets. Make money, buy assets. Make money, buy assets, and that assets is going to give you money. All right, yep. Spend that money. Okay, so he has got a vision, and all this team who is coming up here, they have got a clear vision. I know that. Same like Raju, Anil is going to go for a long way, and we already planned something very big, which is going to come up in the next few days.
Excellent, excellent. Well, stay tight, keep planning big things, and you're right. Make the money and then make the money work for you. I like that. Very, very important. And great that he's him and his family's out of the COVID now. So stay healthy, move forward, and create abundance. Create abundance. That's great.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Chief. And the next person I would like to call is a lady. She's another wonderful lady from North India, and she started working with her husband. She started, assisting her husband in Renault. Wonderful lady, and her name is Santoshini Bag. And if she's here, if I can see her, because that area has got some network issue today because of the weather.
Okay.
And I'll just see if she's here.
Miss Santoshini, hello. If you see her, wave, Miss Santoshini, if we see you. You said she had a connection problem also, so it's just an internet thing.
All right, okay, no problem. So we can talk to her next time, I think.
Yeah, we can bring her out next Monday if her connection's better, for sure.
Sure. Yeah, the next person I would like to call is another wonderful lady whom I met in Trivandrum again. And, she came to the presentation, she saw the BOP, and I had a, small training session also. So once she left, she came back again the next day, and she called me and told that I would like to learn more about the plan, more about Renault. So I sat with her again. So I saw her enthusiasm to learn more about it. And again, there was another presentation, like, let's say 70, 80 kilometers far. So she came there also to see the presentation, learn the presentation, and she did very well. And I think she also got her vision. She has got a big why in her life, and she's doing fantastic business. I would like to call upon Asha Bai. Can I see Asha Bai here?
Oh, I see her. Yeah, let's bring her up. There's Miss Asha Bai. Let's get you to unmute. Hi, Miss Asha Bai.
Hi.
Welcome.
Good morning, Jeev.
Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. Take it according to your time zones. Thank you, Pradeep Nair sir, for this opportunity. I like to use this opportunity. First of all, I like to thank to all the team members. Also, I like to extend my gratitude to our leaders from Dubai, Saji sir, Pradeep, our coach, Pradeep Menon sir, and also Babu sir, for their regular and continuous support, motivation, and training. And I also like to extend my gratitude to Mr. Pradeep Nair sir for his regular training in Malayalam soon, and it is a great motivation to all the team members in Kerala. The Malayalam soon is one of the wonderful one. Actually, my brother K. Ambujashan introduced me to Renault Global. That was in January first week. At that time, I was totally broken because of COVID-19 situation and lockdown and all. Actually, I was a trainer by profession, and I was running an educational institution in Trivandrum. Because of COVID situation, I closed my institution, and I was completely jobless and broken. I experimented many internet jobs, but it's all consumed my time, money, and my energy. One day my brother told me there is a meeting going to happen in Hotel Highland Park, Thiruvananthapuram. You go there and see what is happening there. I went there, and there I met Mr. Pradeep Nair sir, and his presentation. It was very wonderful. Actually, that 30 minutes changed my life.
Wow.
What attracted me more is not the plan or not the products, but the way he presented his experience. He shared his experience with Renault Global, and also he shared his success story, his whole journey to a two-star club member. That is what attracted me. That night, I was thinking about Renault Global and the opportunity. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, we hear you loud and clear. Love it. Keep going. Yes.
So that day, that night, I was actually thinking about Renault Global. And next day morning, I called him. And in the morning, he was preparing to go to Nagarkovil for another meeting. I also joined with him. It was 80 kilometers away from Trivandrum. We traveled almost 1.5 hours to reach there. All this to and fro journey. He is talking about his success story and about Renault Global, lot of testimonies, all these things he shared. Then I got a great confidence that I have zero experience in network marketing. So he gave me a lot of confidence I can also do this business. The next day, I joined Renault Global. And then the meeting in Nagarkovil give me some more clarity about the plan and all. So I like to I like to say one thing to the newcomers. Renault Global is a very good platform. It gives me a good opportunity to make money and come back to my happiness. Earlier, when I was in work, I was running my institution. I was very happy, but because of COVID, lockdown happened, and still now COVID is dancing in India, and I lost my happiness in somewhere. So when I joined Renault Global, when I started working, when I interacted with Pradeep Menon sir, with Saji sir, with Babu sir, all their support, their motivation, this all inspirations are giving me. And also I feel very happy. So grab this situation, grab this opportunity and be a part of it immediately is my message to all the newcomers. Now, my goal is to transform the life of the families around me. Because my life is changed. When I joined Renault Global, my life changed. I like to change the life of more and more people, transform them and change them, make their life happy.
That's awesome.
So once again, I am thanking everybody, all the leaders, all the support, all the team. The team is very supportive. Thank you once again for all these opportunities. Thank you.
Wow, wow, Ms. Ashabai, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I just want to highlight some things because I think this is very, very important for people listening in, new people listening in. You know, you came to a presentation that Mr. Pradeep Nair was doing. 30 minutes changed your life. That's what you said. You said 30 minutes changed your life. You know, the pandemic definitely affected you. You had to close your other institution, your business. You were out of a job, out of income. And then you saw Renault Global, and here you are today. And I love your goal. You know, it's about changing the families around you, right? Changing their lives. And if you help enough other people, you know, get what they want, you'll automatically be taken care of. You know, people that have heard my story, you know, my claim to fame is that I've helped my team members reach the top 1% of income earners around the world, make more money than Amy and I, my wife and I, make more money than us. And by doing that, you know, it automatically took care of us by helping other people make way more money than us even, you know, and that's really what it's about. And when you talk about helping other families, that's truly it. And then you also talked about now you guys have this system, the Malayalam Zooms. Those of you that don't know what Malayalam is, it's a language in India, right? And they have Zoom meetings in their language regularly now, that you guys are connecting and staying, you know, this way during the pandemic, because I know you're under lockdown. You can't go outside right now. It's under severe lockdown right now. So you guys have the Zoom platforms that you're duplicating on, but you're getting dollars into people's hands and you're spreading the word here. So I think you're going to be a huge success because you got a great vibe, a beautiful smile. You got great energy, you know, so take that and run with it. Because you're going to do amazing, Miss Ashabai. Everybody give her a congratulations and lots of love. Warm, warm, warm. Congratulations on your success so far. 40 new people joined the group this week. Let's duplicate it and get 80 for next week and keep on rocking. And then we're going to get on stage. I can't wait till the pandemic opens up, you know, and we give out the awards and recognition on stage and meet everybody face to face. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. So again, thanks again, Ms. Ashabai. Well, let's do this, guys. Hang tight there, Pradeep. Was there one more thing you wanted to share, Pradeep?
Yeah, I have a couple of people to introduce if there is time, because, you know, one thing I want to tell about Ashabai is she was going through a lot of issues, a lot of turmoil. Like, you know, she was also her family was also into COVID situation and all. But out of this, she had that, you know, power to come up and, you know, she did all these things. Hats off to her. I'm there always to help her. All the team is with her. No worries at all. Yeah. And if I have time, I have a couple of more people to introduce, Chief, if it is okay.
Yeah, we definitely want to. And then we want to pop over to the Arab countries. And then, of course, the United States has a new team that just joined in here. But if there's a couple of people real quickly we want to highlight. And of course, it sounds like your team's duplicating strong. So next Monday and next Monday and next Monday, we got lots to do, man. We got lots to do. We might have to do a Monday Millionaire mentorship twice a week pretty soon. Who knows? All right, Pradeep, go ahead.
Yeah, I have another wonderful person, and he just joined recently only. Like just let's say 1 week time, and we were working in and out day, night, and you know, he just he also an executive. I would like to a wonderful person. It's all this team, you know, they want to help others. They are from, you know, missionary work and, you know, helping a lot of people, doing a lot of charities. So they take it as something where they can help the people. So I would like to call upon Mr. Jyoti Renchen, if he's there, if he can unmute, Mr. Jyoti Renchen.
Mr. Jyoti, wave. We'll see you. We'll help you unmute.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh, there he is. Welcome, welcome.
Myself, I'm Jyoti Renchen Naik. Thank you for this wonderful platform. And special thanks to Pradeep Nair for giving this interest and the passion. Thank you for all your trainings. This is really a best platform that I can grow, and along with me, so many people, my relatives, my colleagues, my friends can grow, and they can fulfill all their dreams.
Let's grow together. I like that. I like platform. That. Yes, yes. So you've only been on board 1 week? You've only been here 1 week?
Yeah, just 1 week only.
Okay, so tell us then, because you're brand new, what is your background? You know, like what type of profession you're coming from, and why? Why did you decide to join here?
I work with a Christian NGO.
So you do missionary work, right?
Yes, yes, I do missionary work. And what really influenced me is their gratitude for this Renault Global. Mr. Pradeep Nair, the way he expressed the gratitude, and Sister Mary, their love for this company actually influenced me a lot and made me to trust this company.
Wow.
And so I joined, and another best thing is this is a teamwork. No matter either he is capable or incapable, everyone is growing together. So that also gave me confidence that definitely anyone comes to this company, definitely he will grow.
Wow. Well, okay. Sure. I love this. I love this. So write that down, everybody. Pradeep Nair and Sister Mary, they showed there's an attitude of gratitude, right? There's an attitude of gratitude, and we should all be grateful. You know, we have this blessing in our hands right now that has come upon us, and now it's what we do with the blessing, right? So it's an attitude of gratitude. I like that. And then the other thing that Mr. Jyoti said was teamwork, you know, and those of you that are new teams, you got to show teamwork, because somebody doesn't want to join and be left alone outside. They don't want to be left alone to figure out how to do this business. So you have the systems, you have the trainings, you have the teamwork. I like hearing that. So the attitude of gratitude and the teamwork, because people want to be part of a system, part of trainings, part of connecting. And Mr. Jyoti is right. You know, we can grow together, right? Not by ourselves. And anybody that joins, yes, you have to work hard. Yes, you have to learn the system and work smart. Yes, you have to show up daily and put in the sweat, but it's all worth it when you have this type of teamwork and an attitude of gratitude. I love that. Thank you so much, Mr. Jyoti. And welcome to the team, because you've only been here 1 week and you're already sharing. So that's amazing.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this platform. Really blessing.
There you go. Raise it up. Give him some love. Mr. Jyoti, that was fantastic. Thank you. 1 week in the business. Amazing.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. If I have time, can I introduce one more person, please?
You're on fire, man. We're on a roll here.
There is one more person in this team. He is another amazing personality. He take network marketing in a professional way. I always notice his professionality. He has got a lot of experience in network marketing, but what he says, this is the best company he ever seen. He's into network marketing or affiliate marketing for a long, long time. And, I met him, I had a program in Thrissur. I think we were live on that. We came live on that time on a Monday. So I met this person over there, and he's another wonderful personality. Going in a very good way, very professional way. I would like to call upon Santosh Sadashivan. If he's there, can I see him?
Mr. Santosh, I think I see him. Is he there? There we go. That's Mr. Santosh, right?
Santosh, yes. You can unmute.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and unmute Mr. Santosh. Great to have networkers with experience also showing up here. That's amazing. We have people with no experience that you've heard from, folks with zero experience. And now we have people also with experience that are saying, hey, this is something different here. This is something cool and unique. And so I'd love to hear from you. Mr. Santosh, yes, how are you?
Fine. Good evening, Renault family. I am Santosh and Godson country, Kerala. I am really glad that we regularly meeting our organization meeting, and we got a good team to conquer our heights. In this occasion, I like to thank God Almighty for giving me an opportunity to be with this family and to achieve my goals. I also thank our good mentor, the Pradeep Menon and Pradeep Nair and Sajid Thomas, who coach and give the best idea. We can work online at the company which operate in more than 75 countries, and this was what made interest in working for this company. Thank you, Chief and Pradeep sir. Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Santosh. One question, real quick before we let you go. One question. I know I talk fast, so sorry about that, guys, but real quickly, you have experience in networking. So what was the one thing most, I know you liked a lot of things probably, but what was the one thing that attracted you here to Renault? What did you like? Oh, I think we lost connection. Did we lose connection with Mr. Santosh? Well, we're going to bring him back next Monday, if not, and because I know this is a great story that's brewing here, Pradeep Nair. So let's, Pradeep, this is a fantastic team we're building up.
Yeah, thank you, Chief. Can I introduce one more person? Is it okay?
Look at you. We gave you the spotlight, and you're just hungry and hungry and hungry and hungry. All right, so here's what you got to. I'll let you get one more as long as. Next Monday, we have 12 new people to highlight, right? And we keep rocking with stars, more and more success, more stars. There's Mr. Santosh. He popped back in. Mr. Santosh, can you hear me? You can hear me? Oh, lost him again on the connection. That's okay. All right. Yeah, real quickly, Pradeep.
Yeah, there's another person in the same team, like, who is also in the missionary work and supporting a lot of people, doing a lot of charity work, and he is also in the mission of helping people, making people wealthy through Renault. That is his mission. I would like to call upon Mr. Bairal Digal. Bairal Digal, can I have you?
Mr. Bairal, wave so we can see you. Do you see him on the screen, Pradeep?
Not able to, because I think there is some connection issue maybe.
Yeah, so a few people have connection issues.
Yeah.
Mr. Bairal, wave if you can hear us or see us. Yeah, he might have had a connection issue.
All right, okay.
But remember to bring him in next Monday. That'd be awesome.
Sure.
We'd love to hear all the new people, all the new success stories. This is great. This is what this is about.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
All right, my friend, congratulations on this new growing team. It's very, very inspirational. You guys working as a team together, Pradeep Menon, Saji George, yourself, the team here, the new team. This is exciting. And they've put the challenge also now. So let's work the challenge across all around the world. So again, congratulations, everybody. Give a round of applause to this new growing team in India, the country of India. Wonderful. Well, let's do this. We're going to pop over to the Arab countries for a while. So here's what we've done. We started in the Philippines. We went to Dubai. We went to India. Now we're going to go over to a couple of the Arab markets. We're going to then say hello to the United States. And because I know in the Philippines, it's probably almost 1 a.m. right now, right? So it's getting kind of late over there. But I want to spotlight here my friend, Mr. Khaldoon. And, let me tell you about Mr. Khaldoon. This is a gentleman who, in my opinion, is working tirelessly. I mean, if it's 5 a.m. his time or 5 p.m. his time, he's sending me messages. He's inspiring me. And also, we're building together, but a true inspiration and a gentleman who's not thinking about his own pay. He's thinking about building and changing people's lives and building a real business, right? Not just like, oh, did I make, $500 this week or $5,000 this week? No, that's not what he's looking at. He's looking at, let's build this incredible structure. Let's build the Burj Khalifa, right? The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, happens to be in Dubai, right? And the Burj is built because of the strong foundation. I think they said the foundation is actually bigger than the building. That's what I heard somewhere. I don't know. But, it's about building that strong foundation. And this gentleman's doing it every single day. I know it. I feel it. I see it. So let's highlight Mr. Khaldoon. He's out there. Let's see. Add you to the spotlight. There you go. Hi, Khaldoon. How are you?
Hello, Chief. Good evening. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. I wish I deserved this words from you. Appreciate it. All this, it is a blessing, really. It's a great thing to be one family all over the world. Really, I don't know what to say after all these leaders and gentlemen, all our family, what they said. You cannot say anything more, okay? Many thanks to you, Chief, personally, for supporting us day and night. I know I send you messages 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. We talk, yeah. But this is Renault. That's Renault. That's our life. There are a mission. We are on a mission. There is a target and a dream to achieve. That's why.
Yes.
Yes. So we are helping people. I will not take so long because I know there are so many people on waiting. Pradeep Nair, mashallah, a great thing. Well done in India. Also, our family in Philippines. Wow. Wow, really. I appreciate that. Really, you are the people to work with and to be part of this. The USA team, the new team, oh my God, they are great. Of course, and our lovely team, which is Fawaz team and all the people you know. But also we have a new team joined us in Ramadan. They are great people, but the only thing, the difference they have on this team, that they are under war. The place they live in, it's 10 years of war.
Right.
But even though they are doing well, doing great thing, achieving levels, even under the war, even if they are living in camps or in the houses or on the street, they don't care. They saw our vision, they love it, and they are now part of the family. So I'm appreciating this really. We have 3 people from Syria who achieve levels. We have 2 team builders and 1 executive this week.
Wow.
Yes, yes. And Chief, you will once we are done, you will receive a message from me. Also, there are a person who hit team builder during this meeting.
Fantastic. During the meeting.
Yes, during the meeting, but of course I will not send you to activate the IDs now during the meeting. Once the meeting is over.
Okay.
The first person I want to introduce, Mr. Radwan Al-Dab'an from Syria. He's the one who hit executive this week. I will say this in Arabic fast. أستاذ رضوان اللي قلته بالعربي أولا مرحبا. اللي قلته بالعربي إنه كلنا عائلة. أنا فعلا ما شاء الله الهند الفلبين أمريكا عاملين شغل رائع. طبعا بريطانيا وفواز وفريق فواز ما شاء الله كلنا عائلة واحدة عاملين شغل رائع. لكن انتم بالذات بسوريا لانه كلنا بنعرف شو الاوضاع عندكم، فمشان هيك بنكون عاطفيين زياده. لذلك بنشجعكم اكثر وبنفس الوقت ترفع لكم القبعه. انت اول اكزيكتيف، بس اعمل انميوت قول كلمتين للتشيف ميل مستر رضوان الضبعان. بس اعمل he's there on the screen chief.
Okay.
The name on Arabic. بس اعمل بايدك هيك رضوان مشان نعمل لك انميوت.
You know, I'm learning to speak Arabic just by listening to you, just by listening to you guys. And now I'm going to start reading Arabic. Here we go. There he is. I see him. How are you?
تفضل رضوان.
Mr. Radwan, you have to unmute.
اعمل unmute رضوان. اعمل unmute.
Uh-oh.
Send him the request, chief.
Mr. Radwan, unmute.
اعمل انميوت.
اوكي
تمام. هلا صار الميوت. انا عم يكبس انه ميوت لكن من عندكم القفل. شكرا سيد ميل وشكرا لشركاء النجاح جميعا بشركه ريناو العالميه وين ما كنتوا بالعالم وين ما كنتوا. شكرا لجهودكم والله يعطيكم الف عافيه. استاذي الكريم، يعني انا يعني تعجز الكلمات عن شركه ريناو وشكرا لاتاحتها الكثير من الفرص لشباب سوريا ضمن الداخل وضمن المأساة التي نعيشها فعلا ضمن 10 سنوات من الحرب. واستاذ الكريم، هناك الكثير من الشركات يعني تعمل هون ضمن سوريا، ولكن سوء تصرفها لسمعتها السيئة كلها ينعكس سلبا على شركة ريناو اللي هي واضحة في المعالم واضحة الدخل واضحة الدخل. هذا ينعكس سلبا على عملنا نعاني منه بينما نشرح الكثير عن شركة ريناو ونعطي الصورة الواضحة عن شركة ريناو. ولكن الفترة الزمنية اللي فعلا حققناها بفترة قصيرة راح نثبت وجودنا إن شاء الله بالفترة هاي، وبالفترة الجاية راح إن شاء الله راح نكون الشركة الأولى ضمن داخل السوري وضمن العالم، لأنه سوريا شباب سوريا توجهوا لجميع أنحاء العالم صاروا راح إن شاء الله راح نكون عند حسن ظنكم. وشكرا لرينا وشكرا للأساتذة جميعا، وبشكر بالأخص الأستاذ خلدون والدكتور عزيز والأستاذ فواز لأنه كثير عم نعذبهم بأسئلتنا وشرحهم لها وعم يعطونا الفرصة الكاملة. كل الشكر للسيد ميل وكل الشركاء، وأعتذر عن تأخير وكله الله يعطيكم ألف عافية.
ما شاء الله عليك. Thank you. Chief, I will translate this so fast. He said, thank you so much for all our partners. Thanks to Chief Mel personally for this great company and great opportunity. Of course, he's very thankful to this opportunity. He said there are so many companies came previously, operated in the region and even in Syria. But we promise you and we will show you, we are working hard because Renault is different than any company. We will make Renault the best ever, especially in Syria, not only in the Arab world. We will work to make it the best ever in the region. Many thanks and special thanks to Aziz and Fawaz because we are asking them so many times. Always we send our requests and questions for them. So thank you so much. and even we are in a war, 10 years of war, still we will prove that we are the best in the region, and Renault will be the best company in the entire world. Thank you so much.
Mr. Adwan, a big round of love. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Best wishes. I know it's really tough in Syria to do anything really, but you know, we welcome Syria. We're excited about Syria, and we're here to build together with teamwork, and looking forward to building more and more success. But congratulations to you and your team in Syria for the initial beginning success, for sure.
ثانك يو تشيف. التشيف عم يقول اهلا وسهلا بكم، ونحن دائما مهمتنا نساعدكم، ندعمكم، بنعرفك عم وان شاء الله ما بنقصر معكم، وبنكون داعم لكم بسوريا وخارج سوريا، وبالتوفيق والنجاح ان شاء الله دائما. The next person, a Syrian guy, chief, but he is living in Qatar, in Walid place. Mr. Makhlas Al Khalid. He's a team builder.
Okay.
Who hits a team builder, Makhlas Al Khalid, but he's living in Qatar. He's part of this team, of Syria team, but he's in Qatar. Ustad Makhlas, وينك?
Do you see him on the screen?
Yes, Makhlas. He was there on the screen. Yes, he's there on the screen.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Mr. Khaled from Qatar. He's in Qatar. Wonderful.
Yes.
Qatar is I'm coming out to Qatar for sure.
Ustad Makhlas, اعمل unmute.
There we go. Let's see if we can unmute.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مساء الخير للسيد ميل ولجميع الشركاء ولعائلة ريناو، وكل الشكر لكم والسيد خلدون والدكتور عزيز والدكتور فواز والجميع. أيضا الشكر للأستاذ رضوان، هو الشخص اللي عرفني على الشركة، هو اللي أدلني على الشركة، جزاه الله خير عنه. لا أريد أن أطيل كثيرا، أتحدث بس عن بعض الجزئيات التي نعاني منها هنا في قطر، وهي كثرة الشركات التي تعمل هنا في هذا المجال. أكثر من 13 أو 14 شركة تعمل في النتورك، كما تحدث زميلنا رضوان، لسوء التصرف أو سوء السمعة أو سوء التعامل أو احتكار الدخل أو الربح لبعض الأشخاص أساء للعمل يعني لشركة ريناو أو للشركات الأخرى التي تعمل بجد ونشاط. لكن إن شاء الله نحن نسعى جاهدا لتوضيح الصورة الصحيحة والعمل الصحيح وطريقة الدخل الصحيحة. نتعذب في شرح ذلك أو حضور الكلينيك الذي يقوم به الزملاء. أتمنى أنه من شركة ريناو توضيح يعني إطلاق مثلا بشكل يعني كيف بدنا نحكيها، أنه إعلام أكثر عن شركة ريناو يعني لتوضيح العمل أكثر يعني عن طريق الإعلام. وشكرا لاستماعكم، شكرا للشيف ميل، شكرا للجميع.
شكرا أستاذ مخلص، شكرا الله يعطيك العافية. Chief, Mr. Makhlas, he said, thank you so much. I'm very thankful to Aziz, Fawaz, and all the people who are supporting us always. A thanks to everyone, especially to Radwan, because he introduced me to this great opportunity, great company. Of course, even in Qatar, there are so many people, more than 13 companies working, but most of the people who's doing income, selective people. So it's not good or fair that only some of people, 4 or 5 people to make the income or the money, or even having everything, while the others not. It's exactly not like Renault.
Yeah.
So we are working hard, and we will do our best, especially here in Qatar, to make Renault the best with the team and the help of the team. Thanks, Chief Mel, and thanks for all the family.
Thank you. Everybody give Mr. Aklad a round of applause there. I just wanted to say, very good point that Mr. Aklad had made there is, you know, that in other companies, it might just be a handful of people making the money, right? Over here, you know, this is truly teamwork, and the money is spread out for everybody to participate. You know, there's no qualifications to go to this level and this level, this level. So it's a very, very fair plan, and very excited to have you on board from Qatar, and looking forward to building that region and Syria. But congratulations on your initial success. That's very, very good.
Thank you, Chief. أستاذ مخلص، نحن بنعرف هذا الكلام، وبإذن الله هاي حلاوه ريناو، انه مو ناس معينه او فئه معينه هي اللي بتحقق الدخل او الرتب او النجاحات. ريناو تختلف عن كل الشركات. باذن الله قادم افضل. لساتنا نحن بالبدايه، وانتم حتلمسوا هذا وتشوفوه عملي وليس كلام نظري مثل معظم الشركات. شكرا استاذ مخلص، بالتوفيق والنجاح. There is another person, Chief, but he's not on the screen. I don't know if he's there. Anyway, let's welcome him. The brother of Mr. Radwan, Mr. Mahmoud Al-Dab'an, also his team builder, but he's in Syria.
Okay.
Also inside the Syria.
Do you see Mr. Mahmoud on the screen somewhere?
Mahmoud موجود رضوان؟ He's not there. أستاذ محمود هذا موجود بس تعمل raise hand.
We can always have him next Monday then.
No problem. We'll have it next Monday. I don't want to make it long because I know there are so many people, so many stars. Chief, Coach, thank you so much.
What I'd like to do though, before you let go here, Mr. Khaldoon, and you know, you can translate this to the guys, is that I totally respect, you know, Mr. Radwan and the team, you know, that this is an majority English speaking, right? And for them to participate, I know it's because they feel the energy, they feel the vibe. And for them to come here and not, you know, clearly understand the language, but still participate on Monday, major respect. That's very, you know, I respect them for showing up and being a part of these events. And that goes to all of you, you know, that are non-English speaking, that you're part of the family, part of the energy, part of the vibe that happens here on Monday. Yeah, everybody's giving a round of applause to that. Great to have them here. If you can translate that quickly to them, we respect that majorly.
Thank you so much. طبعا هذا خاص لكم من الناس اللي ما بتحكي انجليزي. عم يقول تشيف ميل، انا كثير بحترم وبقدر وجودكم والناس كلها، خصوصا انه كل اجتماعنا كان انجليزي، ولكن رغم ذلك انتم موجودين معنا طول الوقت. اكيد عم تاخذوا الطاقه وعم تشوفوا الناس شو عم تساوي. احترم جدا ذلك واتمنى لكم التوفيق. باذن الله نشكركم والقادم افضل على حضوركم رغم انكم ما بتحكوا انجليزي.
Respect for sure.
يحترم ذلك جدا. All this blessing from God, and this will never happen if Pradeep Menon, the coach, wasn't there, and you personally, Chief Gill. Thank you so much for support. Of course, the whole family. At the end of the day, it's teamwork. Nobody can play alone. Thank you so much for this.
That's right.
A special appreciation also for Libya team, who's on fire also. They have almost the same situation, doing well. Next Monday, we'll bring them also from Libya. Thank you, Chief Mel. Coach Pradeep, thank you so much. And don't forget your car, which you get from the same person, Chief Mel Gill. Not only the million, the car, which I saw so many times. Thank you so much.
Yes, lots of love to Mr. Khaldoon. Mr. Khaldoon, lots of love. Building the Arab markets with lots of love together, and looking forward to meeting Libya. Wow. Next week. That'll be amazing. Today we heard Syria, Qatar. Next week will be Libya. It'll be absolutely amazing. Thanks again, Mr. Khaldoon. So real quickly, we're going to go to the United States, but I also want to recognize the UK here real quickly. I see my brother Fawaz Ali, Mr. Muhammad Ali, Fawaz Ali. I think you're driving, so if you can't speak while you're driving, I understand. But I just wanted real quickly, because I know this has probably been the longest Zoom, but it's been the most beautiful Zoom in my opinion, unbelievable. But just real quickly, you were one of the first people to bring Black MP to the United Kingdom, to London. I know Miss Rania also at the simultaneously the first couple of people, leaders, to have the Black MP in Europe, you know, absolutely amazing. So maybe, you know, for all the new folks, you know, having the Black MP in Europe, and I know you have a global business in all kinds of countries, but how's the team enjoying the product out there in Europe and the other countries actually? So Fawaz, just wanted to say hello to you.
Thank you very much, Chief. I appreciate it. Hello to everybody. It's been amazing, Chief. Today is 1 year and 3 days for me since I joined this company. And the progression has been just amazing from where we started to where we've come. We've came leaps and bounds, as they say, and we've only started. Yes, the team is excited to achieve the Black MP change the game for us. We're all enjoying it. We've seen the health benefits. And it's bringing a lot of results financially, and also when it comes to car bonuses and things like that. And I want to respect everybody's time as well. We have a lot of achievers in the team. We'll wait until next Monday. But yes, Black MP is the real deal, and we're going to take it all over the place, and it is residual income. So thank you very much, Chief. I appreciate you. Everybody else, let's go, guys. We'll do it all over again, and we'll take it all over the world. Renault is here to stay. Thank you.
Very well said, Mr. Fawaz Ali there from the United Kingdom. And Fawaz, I know you're driving, which brings up the cars. Are you ready for you and your team to get all new cars paid for by Renault, driving for free? What do you think?
Well, as we speak in Chief, a lot of people are hitting their car bonuses for this month. It's the last day, so there is a lot in them planning. But yes, 50 from my team before the end of the year, minimum.
There you go. We're going to hold you to that, 50 minimum. 50 cars. There you go. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Fawaz Ali, for sharing. Yeah. I know I just call people on the fly and surprise them sometimes. So if I do catch you. All right. So before we close it out, we're going to send it out to Harold in the Philippines. I definitely wanted to hear from a new team that just got started, I think 7.5 weeks ago in the United States of America, USA. You know, Mr. Don Joseph was the first person that we decided to share this with, you know, because coming to the United States, it was interesting. There's all kinds of people that we could talk to, but we were focused on developing the right culture, right? So it didn't matter, you know, what the background is or what the story is. We just wanted to find people that we would love to hang around, and we would love to have them help change people's lives all around the country in the United States, but all around the world. And, you know, one of my buddies here at the company said, how about Don Joseph? And right away, you know, the bright light came on for me, because I always like to hang around people that in my opinion, positive, beautiful energy. And this gentleman always, you know, gave me the biggest smiles and the biggest hugs when we met in the past and stuff like that. And I just said to Mr. Sonu, I was like, yeah, you're right, man. We're developing a culture here. Let's bring on and communicate with Don. And then when he said yes, I was just so happy, right? Because then I knew that we're going to now really duplicate some beautiful, beautiful people. So I know you guys are just getting started, but you're on to an incredible start here in the United States. People are getting massive results on the product. Now we're getting checks every Wednesday over there. But let's highlight Mr. Don Joseph. Say hello from the United States. How are you, Don?
I am doing great, Mel. It is absolutely amazing over here in the U.S. And believe me, folks, we are Renault Global, and Renault is right now all over the world. We are hitting people everywhere, and everybody is having the same results and response. And it's all because of you, Mel. We got to take our hats off to you. You're setting the tone, you're setting the pace, and you're creating a trend that is going from India to Dubai, to the Philippines, and now to the USA, Syria, the United Kingdom. We're all one family, one body, no big I's, no little U's. Everybody counts with Mel. Now, I can't say that for every CEO, but I can assure you that everybody counts when it comes to Mel Gill. And he believed that everybody could achieve greatness if they just plug in. And this is one of his words. He said, pay attention. Make sure you're always paying attention to the little things, because it's the little things that make you successful. So you got to always stay plugged in. So Mel, I'm very humbled to be a part of this organization, this renowned company that's going to be one of the premier companies in the world. Because if you go around the world, you'll know that everybody is not on the same accord, and that is great. And thank you, Mel, for bringing in great trainers, great coaches, and great information with Mr. Pradeep Millen. Wow, what a heart, what a love, what a selflessness. I'm telling you, people, we are in this because we have most of the most selfless people in the world. And when you have leaders like Harold, Pradeep, Kanum, we just going to win. Ali, you know, we just got the kind of team we just got to stay together, stay plugged into the system. I believe when we hit Las Vegas is going to have a renowned earthquake. We're going to quake the whole city of Las Vegas, because when we go there, they're going to know, how come all these people are so excited and they're different from different parts of the country, but they all have the same energy. The energy to win, the energy to change lives, the energy to care. Care is the #1 word. I say love is a great word, but I like the word compassion because compassion is in motion. You can see it, you can feel it, and it's all around you. And I think with that, we're going to have the money. The money is going to come because we have the #1 consumed beverage on the face of the earth, and we have the best water out there. No one can get close to what we have. All we have to do is just, like Mr. Pradeep said, try this, share this. It's not about selling, folks. It's about just, it's not about selling, it's about sharing. And thank you, Mel. I appreciate you. I appreciate you really. And I know everybody on this phone appreciate you. And here in the USA, we always say we show our appreciation in our results. And that's what we have for you, Mel. So we appreciate you. Thank you again for this opportunity, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Don Joseph from the United States. And, you know, I've been lucky enough now to meet some of your leaders, and it's going 10 levels deep, 20 levels deep. You guys are attracting some incredible talent here. People with no experience in the industry, people with a little bit of experience, people with a lot of experience, a mix of people that are really just massively, immediately getting results financially, as well as, I mean, of course, the product results here in the United States. From the leaders I've met, you know, Dr. Brown, I see him on screen, and, you know, Mrs. Pamela Brooks, there's Mrs. Karen Littlejohn. I mean, I just see all the faces, and it's just, you know, we're going to highlight everybody more and more and more. I wish this was a 5-hour Zoom, right? So we're definitely looking forward to that, because the success in the United States is brewing from a product standpoint and at a financial standpoint. So all these different countries that we've highlighted today, you better get your running shoes on real tight, because here comes the United States, fast and roaring towards it. And so the challenge is on. I know India said they're going to be #1. I know the different countries are gone, but, you know, as a family globally, we connect, we help each other move forward. And guess what? It's going to be inspiring to see those success results. And, you know, there's so many people I just would love to share. You know, Mr. Rumman's there. I see Saji George. Saji, you better speak next Monday, man. Saji George, Mr. Rumman, Dr. Abdul Aziz. I mean, these are passionate people that are going daily, boom, 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 sharing this love story all around the world. Massive. So with that, I'm going to shoot it back over to my buddy in the Philippines, Harold, to wrap this up for us. It's been the longest Zoom, but I'd say it's probably one of the best Zooms going all around the world, representing so many countries and so many inspiring stories, brand new people that came back or are getting this result, they're sharing this with their communities and are changing the world. That's what I love best about it. They're making a difference. And the missionary team from India, I mean, massive, talking about, you know, helping their families and helping their neighbors and getting out of COVID and everything else. I mean, this is truly a blessing. You know, people say, you know, what's this all about? And I always say changing people's lives, and they think that's just a small statement. It's a huge statement, because it's not just money that changes lives. You know, we do it with health, we do it with personal development, we do it with love, passion, goals, focus. I mean, everything we build people, and the money automatically is a side effect, right? It's a side effect. So with that, my buddy Harold, take us home and wrap this up for us. Over to you, buddy.
Yeah, Chief. Hello, Bay. Hello, world. Hello. Right. I'm really having the best time. I'm the best Zoom. You're right, Chief. I was so overwhelmed by the group of India. Congratulations, my brother Pradeep Nair. You are on fire, bro. And I was also moved by my other brother, Khaldun. You are the man always, man. And what you did, man, I mean, double salute to you guys. And I'm learning a lot. I'm listening and I'm learning a lot. The way you translate things, it's just amazing. And to my brother Pradeep, Menon, and to Fawaz, Ali, you are all amazing, and I cannot wait to meet you guys in Las Vegas, and then let's rock the world together, right? And let me just be more specific about telling something, because what I'm telling with the whole group here in network marketing, a lot of people doesn't want to talk about this particular thing weekly. What is your check on the next week? They don't want to discuss about it. But let's face the fact. I was telling everyone, when you get tired, you feel down, there's only one solution. Have a direct sign up. 4 in a month, once a week, it's fine. Right. 2 is better. 2 is healthy. But when I am one of the advocates of people will say, let's go back to the basic. Let's go back to the basic. I don't like to hear that because, like me, I'm doing the basic every single day. When you say you go back to the basics, you forgot the basic already, right?
Yeah.
Have your own personal presentation, direct to the point. And you guys are helping so much people around the world. I know how Syria, I've heard it in the news. India is suffering a lot right now, and you are there, man. You have no idea how God will bless you. God will bless you more. The one there up above is going to bless you more. And Chief, my main reason why I'm doing in the business before, Chief, is just very simple. I have 6 credit cards when I was in Dubai. 6 credit cards, max out all. And that is the only dream. That's the only vision board. I picture all the 6 credit cards, put it in a wall, and then I put on the smallest amount. I put it after 1 month. This one 2 months. Well, more or less 1 year and 8 months. But with the platform before of Mr. Mel Gill, I was able to clear that loan of 3 million in Dubai in just 7 or less than 8 months.
Wow,
that's amazing, Chief.
That is.
You know why I did that? Because it's clear. It's so clear. It's very clear. Every single day when I wake up, I have no other thing to do. Focus on it. Focus on it. Nothing else. Anything that is a part of it, anything that cannot help me in paying those debts, I'll set it aside. I'll just focus on it. And mind you guys, it's just like magic. Once you focus on one thing, do not get distracted. It's so easy to achieve whatever you want in life. And it started with that 2010, Chief. I eat once a day. I don't have money in Dubai. Even my clothes, I don't have money to pay for the laundry. But 2011, Chief, I paid 1.3 million on my ticket alone in the airplane going to Bangkok. Back to in the 9th month by doing the Chief, I bought my first Grand Jeep Cherokee 2010 model. It's just like that. When I'm driving this car, I have to pull over and then check. It's coming from Al Futtaim. I have to check the name of the car. It's Harold. It's my name. And just 7 months ago, I don't even food to eat, Chief.
Wow.
There is a lot. You have to understand. It was not just an overnight success, but the time you put your focus on it, like that Burger King means a lot to us with my upline before, because that Burger King, there is this 10 dirhams, Chief, with a small Coke, a few French fries, a very small burger, and half of that, Chief, that's the only food we can take after doing presentation in the previous product which we're having.
Wow.
A little sacrifice. I just mean, my point is, temporarily, you have to sacrifice. But the reward is so much. The reward is just so amazing. There is no other best industry, and there's no other best company, only in Renault Global. And there is no other best CEO in this world, man. That guy, that very handsome guy there, that Mel Gill, very down to earth, a very powerful learnings, everything. I've learned a lot from Mr. Mel. The heart of this fellow is just amazing. Chief, I don't know how to thank you, Chief. But the rest of in behalf of all the Filipinos and all these brothers worldwide, Chief, we're all grateful and forever grateful to you, Chief. Thank you very much, guys. And I'll see you next Monday, right? It's amazing, Chief.
This has been unbelievable, folks, and it's recorded on Facebook Live, so you can clip those portions of golden nuggets. You just heard some tremendous golden nuggets from Mr. Harold, and then earlier today from Mr. Pradeep Menon, and then all the inspiring testimonials, success. This is what it's all about. This is a dream come true. We have a blessing in our hands, and take that, use that as an instrument to make a difference in somebody else's life, and it will be absolutely amazing. The journey has just begun. Lots of love to everybody. A fantastic event. Have a great rest of the evening, rest of the day, and let's rock the house, everybody. Bye-bye for now. See ya.